Brexit is a con, a trick, a swindle, a fraud, a deception that will hurt most of those people it promised to help.
That's David Lammy, a Labour MP who once turned down a post in the shadow cabinet because he wanted to be able to criticise his own party, to speak his mind, and he does. He warns Brexit will weaken the National Health Service, will bring more immigration, not less, will diminish Britain on the world stage.
This is the fundamental dishonesty of the heart of the Brexit debate.
His blunt pronouncements have earned him enemies and threats. We were to meet outside the gates of Westminster, but from his office a decision that wasn't smart. Best to be behind the gates. Thank you for joining us. You know, we were planning to speak just outside there on College Green, and then we got a message that it was a bit too tense and it was better to come in here. What has happened to make it so?
We're experiencing an extraordinary moment where, frankly, it's becoming more dangerous to be a member of Parliament. People are being harassed and barracked when they give interviews outside the Commons. We've seen this rise in the extreme right, anti-immigrant sentiment and deep hostility to members of Parliament like me who are against Brexit, but obviously also a visible ethnic minority.
So what's happened to you since the whole Brexit debate initiated?
Well, over the last 2.5 years, I've received numerous death threats, awful postings on Twitter and social media.
And do you directly attribute this to the Brexit debate?
I think that a point of view that was on the fringe of British politics was anti-immigrant, was totally laissez-faire, that was suspicious, if you like, of European and foreign interests. That was on the fringe of British politics. It has moved into the mainstream, and some might say it's frankly moved into the government.
You know, you're a member of the Labour Party, you're part of the opposition, but how do you, even you, fix this? Because there has to be a way out. It's just hard to see what it is.
Look, I think that politics is stuck. We have the most important vote in a generation in Parliament tomorrow. Theresa May will lose that vote. And at that point, it's clear in our constitutional arrangement, the only thing you can do is go back to the country for a clear decision and direction. That either means a general election or it means a people's vote, a second referendum in which the issues, the more complex issues around Brexit, are put to the people and we get a direction and an instruction from the British people.
But from the distance of another country, it sounds as if you just want to keep asking the question until you get the answer you want.
The truth is, a question was asked 2.5 years ago. It was badly organised by David Cameron, who disappeared the moment the decision was made. A lot of people were voting really to stick two fingers up to the establishment, and I understand why. Of course they were. There's a lot of hardship beyond London in this country. But over the last 2 years, as we've got into the detail, it's become clearer and clearer to deliver the Brexit that the people voted for is next to impossible for this Parliament. And that is because there is no agreement as to what that Brexit should be. And that's why Theresa May, try as she will not succeed in Parliament. And for all of those reasons, now that we know the detail, the British people should be allowed to vote on her deal or indeed to remain within the European Union.
Will this House ever get back to the business of governing this country?
Well, of course, Brexit has sucked everything from the air in Whitehall. There are key issues in education, in crime and policing, in housing in Britain that have not been solved, that are not being dealt with. And for all of those reasons, we need to resolve this and get back to the Britain that's internationalist, that's open to the world, that is seeking fairness in policy making, and a cordiality that exists across two strong political parties with different traditions.
Okay, David Lammy, thank you very much.
Thank you.